I'm live on YouTube. Hey, I'm here, y'all. I gotta scoot back. Hey, I knew you would be here waiting on me. Alright, so I'm not gonna be able to read like all the comments at once, but that's my YouTube, y'all. Go ahead. I'm gonna start trying to post on there. Are y'all ready to have book talk? Are y'all ready? Because I'm excited. I'm excited. And I'm gonna be honest, I just finished it today. But only because I was waiting. Why, Trevor, why didn't you tell me to pause the music? Only because I was waiting, because I only had one chapter left, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna wait. And so I waited. But I finished it today. I want to wait and see if anybody else is gonna come on before I start talking about it. So let's do a review, y'all. TikTok, we're talking about The Housemaid by Frida McFadden. YouTube is the same as here, but if you go to the bio, like my bio, there's a camera. You can click on it, and it'll pop up my Instagram and my YouTube. Alright, so we're reading The Housemaid by Frida McFadden. We talked about the first half last week, and now we're going to talk about this half. So, I feel like I done forgot everybody's name. What is her name? Millie. Millie needs a job, right? So she goes to Nina's house for an interview. The interview, you know, goes pretty good. So she doesn't think she's going to get the call back, but she does get a call back. Millie has been in prison for, we don't know for what. I don't want to say yet because we don't know for what. But anyway, she gets the job to be the housemaid. And there's talk that Nina's a little crazy. So, that's what it appears to be, that Nina is crazy. Y'all. Woo! This book. So, Millie moves in. She moves into the attic. And she's there. And there's a lock on the outside. Hey! There's a lock on the outside. Why is there a lock on the outside of the door? Like, she can't even lock the door from the inside. She has to, it's like somebody could lock her in. So, she moves into the attic, but Nina starts doing all this stuff. Like, she feels like Nina is making the house dirty for her to clean it up. And there is a, what is he? A gardener. He's always around. And she's like, hold on, why is the gardener always around? And, we don't figure out why. We don't know. So, the husband is really nice. Why is the husband really nice? This book was so good, though. It was so good. Like, I felt like it was one of those, like, I read the first half in no time, and then I took the second half really slow, because I wanted to keep it. You know, like, I didn't want to finish it. What you talking about? I'll never go in anybody's attic. And then if I do go in the attic, I'm going to be looking for, what's it called? What is it called, y'all? Where somebody scratches. It's called scratches. I'll be looking for scratches on the door from somebody trying to get out. That's it. So, but anyways, so, you know, she moves in, and so like I said, Nina's like, it appears that Nina's making the house dirty for whatever reason. And she sees the other moms when she has to, and they have one little girl, and she's kind of odd. But so, you don't know the whole story, though. And like I said, half of the book we talked about last week, and then it picks up at part 2, and we get the wife's story. And, y'all, this wife made herself, like, she's really good at her. She was really good at her, I don't want to say job, because it's not a job. But she played her part very well. So, her husband is crazy. He's crazy. Her husband's crazy and used to lock her in the freaking attic. What in the... And she couldn't get out because he would lock the door. And so, I don't remember what the first time that he locked her in there for. What was it? Oh, was it because she left the light on? I think that's what it was. So she left the light on. His mom came over and she was like, oh, you left the light on. But I don't think that's what it was. But I feel like it was. So anyway, she left the light on. And exactly, she played it off so good. Like, you would have never known, because I really thought that she was crazy. I thought she was the crazy one. But I knew that we had to look at him too. But he didn't have, he didn't have any signs. It is so good. Okay, so I'm doing a book club live, and it is so good. It's The Housemaid by Frida McFadden. It is so good. So, like, she played it off, like, perfect. Like, she was crazy. Well, she played like she was crazy, but actually he was the crazy one. It was because she didn't dye her hair. That's exactly what it was. So she was supposed to dye her hair. She didn't dye her hair. And, y'all, he put her in the attic and told her, okay, well, once you pull out 100, this is kind of intense, but once you pull out 100 pieces of your hair, then I'll let you out of the attic. And she was like, thinking that she could just cut it. No. He wanted the hair follicle on the end of it. He left her 3 bottles of water, and that was it. That's all you get. You get 3 bottles of water. If you run out before I let you out, then so be it. So, she did it. And then he was like, oh, there's only 99 here. Am I the only one that I would have been, like, beating the door? Like, I would have probably, I would have jumped out the window. Why didn't nobody jump out? I just thought about that. It's so good. The book is so good. We usually try to read 2 books at book club. We read a romance and a mystery one, and this was our mystery this month. So good. But why didn't nobody bust a window out? I just thought about that. I'm going to end my TikTok live before I talk about the ending. But, what? I know it was like painted shut. I get that. She couldn't open it. Yeah, it was, yeah, but can't you bust it? Or am I the only one thinking like that? But what about that can of mace they had? Why didn't they just, like, bust it open with the can of mace? Or shoe, or I don't know. I ain't never busted a window. Alright, TikTok. I'm going to get off, and I'm going to YouTube. Go subscribe. Go follow me. I also have a Facebook page. I also have an Instagram. But, bye! Okay. Why didn't they, though, y'all? Why didn't they bust it? Like, I know they couldn't get it open, but why didn't they bust it? Let's talk about the damn ending. I want to talk about the ending. That's what I want to talk about. I don't know how many women have been up there, but let's talk about his mama at the end. If you have not finished the book and you don't want me to spoil it, go ahead and exit now. Y'all, she said, I told him that if he didn't brush his teeth then, or he didn't have good dental hygiene, that there would be a consequence, and this was the consequence. We know why he was the way he was. His damn mom was crazy. She really said that at his funeral. That man is laying there dead. And his mama was like, I told you, son. I was like, well, that's true. He probably did have, like, some window. His mama's crazy. She's crazy. Okay, so that's my thing. Like, the next book. I'm ready for the next book to come out, and I'm like, hold on, though. Is Millie about to be going around killing all these husbands? Is that what she's going to be? Is she going to be, like, the housemaid killer? Like, is that what we're doing? You could tell by the way his mom acted that that's the way it was. And you could just, especially when, like, she was there and, like, they left the light on and Nina took up and was like, oh, it was me. I left the light on. No, you didn't, girl. No, you didn't. And then she was put in the damn room with the light. I don't know. Y'all, I'd have found a way out of there. I could not handle it. I would have gone crazy. I would have gone crazy. I don't know. But, y'all, let's talk about Millie. Now, she made him pull his teeth out with hold on. How did Millie know that his mom made him pull his teeth out with a plier? Or that she pulled his teeth out with a plier when she was little? Did Millie know that? Or is that a coinkydink? She really is. She is about to be killing everybody's husband. Like, she for real is. You need your husband killed? Hire Millie for your... Okay, but I really felt bad for Nina. I really did. Because she was like, well, I can't do this, this, and this because then he's going to take my daughter away. Or then he's going to punish my daughter. And, we was all like, hold on, Cecilia's crazy. There's something... Yeah, she is. She definitely is. I really hope that her mama got her counseling when they went to freaking California. Because if not, that poor baby. Because, that's sad. But then the cop coming in and was like, hey, I believe you. My daughter hasn't dated anybody since she dated him. I mean, Millie's telling him, pull your teeth out with plot. And y'all, she made him pull out 4. Not 1, not 2, not even freaking 3, 4. I did. I felt bad for her. But at the same time, though, I felt bad for Nina, too. Because what do you do? Because that's exactly what he would have done. He would have been like, oh, she's crazy and she doesn't deserve custody. It was bad. See, and okay, so that's another thing that got me. The peanut butter thing. And even when she brought it up, he was like, oh, she's not allergic to peanut butter. Like, she could have killed that child. And I knew that Enzo knew something. He was always around. Why was he always there? It's almost like he was just watching out. Just showing that he did care. No, he really didn't. He did not care. And he's sitting here I don't know, playing the 2 different personalities. That's creepy to me. I think that's what's the creepiest to me. Oh, I forgot about that. Y'all, he was literally going to her child. And then drugged them both. Excuse me? Okay, but see, my thing is, she was probably scared the whole time anyways. It doesn't even matter about the whole peanut butter, not even talking about the peanut butter, not even the drowning thing. She was probably always worried, is my mom going to be here when I get home? Or is my mom going to pick me up? Or is my mama going to be up the stairs? Well, granted, she probably didn't know where she was. But, where's my mom going to be? And that's not even her real daddy. I think that's what's the craziest to me, is the fact that he's doing all this, and he's not even her daddy. That's sad. But Nina was really smart, though, especially when she contacted his mom and was like, oh, can you send some of his old baby stuff? She was smart. She was really smart. And see, and that's the thing. So I can only imagine. And then, being with the grandma and then having to come back home with him and then being with the grandma and then her mom, probably being, over affectionate toward her. Oh, yeah. He would 100% hurt her and not feel bad about it at all. At all. Okay, so I'm wondering, are we going to get any backstory from that? Because remember, Millie's still in the same town. So, or are we only going to get stories on Millie out here trying to kill all these men? Because you know that's what she's about to do. She is literally about to go kill all these men. But I wanted to keep going though. But I feel like after so long, it's going to get boring. And this probably will be the last one. So it's going to get boring. And it's going to be like, oh, look, Millie got hired again to go kill somebody. So it may only be this book and the next book. I wonder if she has plans to like keep it going. That's what I'm wondering. Hold on, people asked to be in the book club. I kind of want to go ahead and prove everybody. Listen, if y'all ever invite somebody for the book club, please make sure that they answer the questions for like the Facebook group, because if they don't answer the questions, I never approve them and then I feel bad. Alright. But I want to know what, did anybody read about the second book? I didn't even read what it's about. All I did was like, I just figured that the way that this book ended, that's how it's gonna go. Here, let me see. But like this was good. Don't go into the guest bedroom. I said best room. I meant bedroom. Alright. Alright, so listen. Let's see what it says. It says, don't go in the guest bedroom. A shadow falls on Douglas Garrett's face as he touches the door with his fingertips. My wife, she's very ill, as he continues, showing me their incredible penthouse apartment. I have a terrible feeling about the woman behind closed door. But I can't risk losing my job. Not if I want to keep my darkest secret safe. It's hard to find an employer who doesn't ask many questions about my past. So I thank my lucky stars that the Garretts miraculously give me a job cleaning their stunning penthouse with views across the city and preparing fancy meals in their shiny kitchen. I can work here for a while, stay quiet until I get what I want. What does she want? It's almost perfect, but I still haven't met Mrs. Garrett. Garrick. Is that Garrett or Garrick? Okay, or seen inside the guest bedroom. I'm sure I hear her crying. I notice spots of blood around the neck of her white nightgowns when I'm doing laundry. And one day I can't help but knock on the door. When it gently swings open and I see inside, everything changes. That's when I made a promise. After all, I've done this before. Oof. I can protect Miss Garrett while keeping my own secrets locked up safe. Douglas Garrett has done wrong. He is going to pay. Oh gosh, it's a simple question of how far I'm willing to go. Y'all. What? And this don't come out until next year. How is this wait till next year? And it says on the front, the perfect home has one rule. Don't look behind closed doors. Oh, that's crazy. What we gonna read next month, y'all? What we gonna read next month? Because we have had 2 really good months. Because what did we read last month? The Golden Couple. And then we have The Housemaid. That, like, I'm loving it. And then we're gonna read Most of All. Is it Most of All You? What's it called? Most of You All? What is it called, y'all? Most of All You. I was right. But so let's. I don't know. Like, so does Millie just have a temper? Is she crazy? The Couple at Table 6. I've never heard of that one. Here, I'm gonna take a picture so I remember it. So what is it with Millie though? Like, we didn't get hardly like no backstory. I felt like we needed more from her. And I feel like I didn't get that. But now, like I said, I feel so bad for Nina. Like, I feel really, really bad for her because I feel like that's one of them situations where she's never going to forget that. She's never going to forget the fact that, like, she wasn't there to pick up her child, or her child's never going to forget the fact that she wasn't there. And then him making them wear those, or him making Cecilia wear those dresses, that's weird. For what? And what about her going to her friends, and then when she went to her friends would go to her husband? If I went to my friend and I told them something, and then they called Trevor and was like, well, Brittany said that you're hiding her in the closet or the attic. Red flag, red flag. Why? Most people don't lie about stuff like that. Listen, none of my friends, don't come tell me that. Do not come tell me that, because I'm a little crazy. I would be like Millie. Not to that extent, but you get what I'm saying. Yes, and then his mom wore white. So ain't that creepy? That's creepy. I remember when I first, because I listened to the audiobook, and I will never forget that when she was like, yeah, she always wears white. And I was like, hold on, his mama wears white, and then he wants his wife to wear white? That's creepy. That's weird. Very suspicious. But, like, the stuff that she would get in trouble for, like forgetting to dye her hair, leaving the light on, like... Yeah. And then, but see, I don't know, like, I guess that he also had Millie, so it's obvious that he was good at, you know, faking this, because Millie was like, oh God, Nina's so crazy, but he is such a sweetheart, and like, you wouldn't fuck that woman's husband. And then for real thought that you was gonna like go downstairs and sleep in her bed. Like, girl, no. You left them books out. I want to know about the fiance. That's what I really want to know. I want to know about the fiance. Because, like, where's the fiance at now? You know, I know her dad said, like, she moved away and that she doesn't date anybody or whatever. But, like, did she live in that same house? Was he locking her in that room? Or was it a different situation? Because, listen, if Trevor ever tries to lock me in a room, I'm breaking that damn door. I'm breaking it. I don't know how, but I'm breaking it. Yes. But to be honest, though, you know what? I think the saddest part is that he like convinced her so much that she really thought that she was crazy herself. Like, can you imagine what was going on in her head? She was probably like, damn, is there really something wrong with me? Like, am I really that crazy? Like, I mean, sometimes, you know, I be questioning myself, but it's more like, did I say that type situation? You know? Oh, I can't. Well, see, he said, because, you know, the cop was like, oh, well, she doesn't date anybody, and she hasn't dated anybody since she left him, and how did she get away? Now I'm kind of wondering. Is it because her dad was a cop? I like how they tried to cover up what happened, though. I mean, that's, you know, them more teeth that he poured out and the bruising. Books. Who thinks of that as a punishment, y'all? Take these books and set them on top of your stomach. Thank God he ain't have no kids. Thank the good Lord above, because And then his mama, yeah, I can't get over his mama. I literally cannot get, like, that. I think that was the part that was the most shocking for me. I mean, I was really shocked that Nina wasn't crazy, because I just knew she was crazy. I was shocked by that. But what his mama said, girl, are you okay? And then his dad's like, if you need anything. Does she be locking you in the bedroom? In the attic? The basement? But let's be honest though. It doesn't matter if Millie didn't kill him, if Nina didn't kill him. It like say that like they didn't, and you know he just kept doing what he was doing. There was gonna be another one, and then he was gonna lock her up and do the same thing, and then there was gonna be another one. He was gonna lock her up and do the same thing. Like it was literally just gonna keep going. He wasn't gonna stop, and that's very obvious because he didn't even know Millie that long and literally locked her in the freaking attic. So it didn't matter. Somebody could have done everything right and he would have still done the same thing. And that's crazy. He was crazy. I feel like there's some more stuff that I didn't talk about it. Let's see. Let me go see if I saved some notes. But, I mean, it was... Yeah, it was just going to keep going. So, I mean, somebody had to. Because it was just going to go and go and go. That's what I'm saying. That, I think, like I said, when she said that, I said, oh! Because she was like, so I'm glad somebody taught him a bitch, your son is dead. And you over here like, well, I told you about dental hygiene, you know. Okay, so I'm really glad that the gardener helped, but I'm gonna be honest. I wanted him and her to run off together, and he wouldn't go. Why? I needed him to go. Like I said, I'm trying to see if there's anything. To be honest, I was kind of hoping that Millie would have went and worked for one of Nina's friends. Not like her, someone that she recommended her to, but like one of the friends that was like, Nina's crazy. Like I was hoping that she would go work for one of them and like there would be a whole bunch of, but no. Alright, I ain't got no more notes. But I feel like there was something else that I wanted to talk about it. But I'm so glad that he helped her. Because listen, if he didn't help her, who was going to help her? See, that's what I'm thinking too. But I don't want him to be with Millie. It's very obvious that there is something wrong with her. It's very obvious. So I don't want him to be with her. I wanted him and Nina to be together. And I know you're like, Brittany, I did. Why are they meeting up? For what? Okay, but they never talked about the white thing. They never said why white. Or why, you know, I mean, I guess because it's clean. It has like a very clean look to it. Like, it's not messed up or, I don't know. Because, you know, the little girl had to wear white, too. Something that his mama started. Which is crazy. But I don't know. Like, I really wish. But this was one of those books that, like I said, I read it fast. The whole beginning, I read that part really fast. And then I was like, all right, I gotta slow down. I can't read it but so fast because then it's gonna end. But like, the way it ended, I wish I'd have read it a lot faster. Because I love the ending. Like, not in that way. You know, because, oh, he had to die. No. Because his mama. What she said. Oh, well, that's true. That's true. I didn't even think about that. Oh, if you wear white and you get it dirty, I can punish you. Oh, my God. That's so weird. That is so weird, y'all. That is so freaking weird. Are y'all reading, most of all you, with us? I feel like this book's going to make me cry. And I'm kind of sad about that. But I think it's going to be really good. I'm trying to wrap up. I try to wrap up about 9. I'm excited to read the romance though. I need a romance. After this, I need me one. Because this book, all I gotta say is, Bae better not never try to lock me anywhere. Got that? Because I know you see me. I know you watching this. Don't try to lock me nowhere. If y'all want the audio for it, it is currently like $4.99 on Chirp Audio. I mean, that's cheaper than the freaking paperback. And I think that's actually cheaper than the ebook. But I got a notification that it was on sale with Chirp Audio. Oh no, I can't do Lovely Bones. I think I'm going to get it on Chirp. Let me see. I don't know how. I've never used them. Has anybody else ever used them? They have like discounted audiobooks. Exactly. Don't get no ideas. Yeah, and that's a really good sale because it's regular $22. And I'm out of... Oh, Archer's voice is so good. Archer's voice is absolutely amazing. I read that years ago. Alright, so... how do I do this? I've never used them. Let me add it to my cart and see what happens. But I was like, $4.99. You can't beat that for a freaking audiobook. Not compared to what like other audiobooks are. Or what they cost. And then if I got the paperback, it'd have been $15. Alright. Let's see how this works. But anyway, so they have books on sale. They even have like audiobooks for like 99 cents. I don't even know how I heard about them. I'm going to just say I've been signed up with them. And I think it was like Instagram that told me about them. Alright, it says my order was placed. Now what do I do? Oh, I have to download the app to listen. Okay, let's see. Oh, it's in my library. That's awesome. For $4.99. Oh, I love that. Alright, but I'm going to get off now. This was like really good. So, if y'all, like I said, anytime y'all have any ideas, I actually know how to approve, post in the Facebook group now, so I can approve your post. But if you have any ideas for books you want to add to the list, or books that you think everybody will like, just post them. Or if you're like, oh, I just read this really good book, post it. Because I don't know what we're reading next month yet. And so I'm going to try to get started earlier this month to give people, in case like, we need to put it on hold at the library or something like that. But that is all I got. And y'all, this book was so good though. Oh, what did y'all give it? What rating? Did y'all give it 5 stars? I gave it 5. I forgot to ask that part. Actually, I didn't even say I was finished reading it yet on Goodreads. Let me go check it. Oh, I didn't ever say I was reading it. I just said I want to read. Okay, I checked it off. I agree. 5. It was so good. But good night. Bye, y'all.